Have you ever wondered why some people stay calm around difficult, manipulative individuals while others walk away feeling exhausted, anxious, and full of self-doubt? The difference isn't luck. It isn't because they're emotionless. It's because they've learned a powerful truth that most people never discover. Once you understand it, you'll never see toxic relationships the same way again. Imagine a young man named Zhang Hao. He believed every disagreement had to be solved, every misunderstanding explained, and every relationship saved. Whenever someone criticized him, he defended himself. Whenever he was blamed unfairly, he tried even harder to prove he was right. Instead of finding peace, he became emotionally drained. One day, an elderly teacher named Master Wu watched him struggle and quietly said, "The strongest person is not the one who wins every battle, but the one who knows which battles are not worth fighting." Those words stayed with Zhang Hao, and over time he discovered 7 lessons that completely changed how he handled toxic people. The first lesson was simple: stop over-explaining. Manipulative people often ask endless questions, not because they want understanding, but because they want control. Every explanation gives them another chance to argue, so Zhang Hao learned to say, "I've made my decision. No, thank you." Then he stopped talking. Without fuel, most arguments quickly faded. The second lesson was to pause before reacting. Whenever someone tried to provoke him, he silently asked, "Is this really about me, or is this person projecting their own pain?" That brief pause stopped him from carrying emotions that didn't belong to him. The third lesson was quiet boundaries. Instead of making dramatic announcements, he simply changed his actions. He spent less time with negative people, ended disrespectful conversations, and protected his time without explaining himself. His boundaries spoke louder than words. The fourth lesson was accepting that not everyone wants to change. Some people repeat the same behavior because it benefits them. Instead of trying to fix everyone, Zhang Hao focused on protecting his own peace. Sometimes the healthiest response wasn't confrontation, it was distance. Psychologists have found that constant exposure to toxic relationships increases stress and makes emotional control more difficult over time. That's why protecting your mental space isn't selfish, it's essential. The fifth lesson was refusing to compete. Toxic people often want every conversation to become a contest. Who is right? Who wins? Who gets the last word? Zhang Hao realized he didn't have to play. When you refuse the game, the conflict loses its power. The sixth lesson was watching patterns instead of isolated moments. People can have bad days, but repeated behavior reveals true character. Once Zhang Hao recognized unhealthy patterns, he adjusted his involvement without guilt or second-guessing himself. The final lesson became the most important of all. Master Wu reminded him, "Your inner peace is precious. Not everyone deserves access to it." From that day forward, Zhang Hao became more selective about where he invested his time, energy, and emotions. People noticed he had changed, not because he became louder, not because he became tougher, but because he became calmer. The same people who once controlled his emotions no longer had that power. Real strength isn't about defeating every toxic person you meet. It's about protecting your peace and refusing to let others control your inner world. The moment you value your peace more than other people's approval, your life begins to change, and that may be the greatest victory of all.